I'm getting rained on for this intro for y'all, but let's just do a little update. Basically 5 ways. I think there's 5 different things I'm updating y'all on today. So we're doing a little cow update. We had some mamas, one of them being Bluebell, my favorite blue roan cow. She went and had some embryos flushed, put into some of our recip cows, and so we are turning them back out with all the rest of the mamas and the babies. Now, Bluebell is gonna basically just go right back out with Justice and be live covered, so we're just gonna let natural service happen. So let's let them out, and then I gotta go show you a new baby. Charles knows what it's about. He knows how to do that stuff.
He knows a thing or two about reverse.
Yeah. I see Miss Leona. I see Bluebell on the back. I haven't seen Nyx since she was like a month and a half old. Linda. I see if I'm aggressive, but I say Linda.
It works.
It works.
You were to say Linda, I'm like, no, don't do that.
Shadow, wait up! Shadowheart.
Shadowheart only has a heart for Linda.
Hey.
Not Bedania, not Bert.
You're good. You're good.
I see her nose. I told you, he knows how to back.
He does.
He's good at it. I'm getting rained on. Hi, Bluebell. Where's your baby? That was anticlimactic, but they're back. And so are the rest of these mamas, but they have to go up to a little closer pasture because they have to be checked here in a couple of weeks to see if they took the embryos. So now we're gonna get out of the rain. And now we're back in the barn. We're kind of going in and out of the barn a little bit today. So Bo is having a vet check because if you didn't know, Bo's my 26-year-old gelding. He just had a little PEMF treatment. We give him all the bougie stuff. He gets chiro, PEMF, massage, laser, all the things. That was even happening before he decided to tear his suspensory and deep digital flexor tendon on the same foot, on the same back leg. So the same back, I think it's the back left, yeah. So he's actually resting on his bad leg right now, which is cool. So we are going to re-ultrasound him today to see if there's been any healing. And we were doing shockwave treatments there for a little bit, and we stopped those. And so now we just need to see, hey, is there any progress? If there is, can we go ahead and lower the wedge down a bit from where we've had his foot wedged up to where he didn't have any like pressure on that heel, and where it was taking pressure away where he's not flexing that deep digital flexor tendon. Hopefully it's healed. So basically just checking that.
There's a Sarah and a Sierra.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Sierra's massage.
Yes.
Got it.
What I want to know is how much snow we're getting this weekend.
It
'Cause I
says
know
12 to
you guys have
15.
been talking about it.
Mr. Weatherman over there.
I honestly think it's still a little up in the air.
God, I need a definitive answer. You're such a weatherman.
And it's
Why would you not commit? So I know you know what's
What
going
do
to
you
happen.
want as a vet?
Oh, I want like 2 feet.
Why?
Just because it's fun.
That's what I want.
It's not
I'd rather have
fun.
Snow than sludge.
Yeah.
That's what it's like. The
And plus
ice-
the horses, I mean, when it's snowing, their hair stands up and they're comfy and it just like sits on them or flies off.
My pastures are not set up for snow. They are so rocky and gross. Like, I don't want to put them out.
Well, nobody's are.
No.
I mean-
like, it's miserable for us trying to rotate out 25 horses in the arena every day to get them out a little bit.
It's work.
And yeah, it sucks. You only like snow if you don't own animals.
The swelling is so much better. And the swelling and inflammation in this leg is so much better.
We've been diligently, lasering. He did get a little swollen last week, and I saw him slip coming out of his stall because he got real excited and was trotting around and stuff, and we iced him because he got a little swollen, but we are dedicated to our love for him. Did you sedate him?
Mm-mm.
You can,
For a hoop skirt. more headshotty type stuff with them instead of doing like the riding video. Or I'll do some with me riding, but like we won't get. Are you doing the suspensory or the? I
Yeah,
can't
we're gonna
see.
do the outside suspensory branch right now. You want white, homogeneous throughout. You don't want any like black holes. Like that's a blood vessel.
Uh-huh.
So we can put pulse wave on. Well, that's not what I meant to do. Put color flow mode on. And drag it over here. You can see the blood in that
Right.
vessel.
So right in the middle,
See
the white is what you like, and then there's like a big blood vessel, like that big black hole. That's not what you're referring to as a big black hole.
No,
It's a
you want to make sure that an area like that is not in the middle.
gotcha.
Of that
I don't see
structure.
anything like that in there.
No,
That's good.
It's good.
So does it look like it's healed more than the last time you checked it?
It's tightened up. It's not as inflamed. And that's very nice and dense. See how bright white that is?
Yeah.
That's what we want. And then it attaches down to the bone. This is a little model here where there's some black striations throughout, where there's some linear tears. Those aren't going to heal.
Ever?
We just want them to be inactive and not sore,
Okay.
and everything else to be strong enough to support what he has lost.
Gotcha.
You can see the attachment into the sesamoid bone right here. It's pretty cool. And what we're seeing in the cross section, this is the longitudinal section, and you see these little black areas. Those are the little tears. But everything else looks nice and strong as it goes down into that sesamoid bone. And then down here is kind of where you have some tearing. See that right there? The black. A little bit of tearing, but he's got nice attachment here.
Were those the tears that you're not necessarily worried about?
Right, yeah, we injected down here
Yeah.
in the deep.
So he got reset with those cushiony, wedges this past weekend, because when we took them off, and I don't know if it's because Bo is a very smart horse and like is very like he protects himself like with his injuries, so he really wouldn't set his foot down when we took them off. And I don't know if that was just he knows that it hurts and so he doesn't even try, or if he was still experiencing discomfort. And so Eric was saying that he wanted to see what the ultrasound said before we lower him down any. So what's your thoughts on that?
I think we need to lower him down, otherwise he's not going to lower down.
So just go ahead and do it, and
He's got to start getting stretched
so
out.
pain relief wise, should we expect him to be in severe discomfort for like a couple days and like treat him as such?
Well, so when he had the shoe off, he had 20 degrees of
Right.
angle change. We're just trying to take about 5 degrees
Right.
away and stretch it out. He's going to be a little bit sore.
Okay.
But over time, he should, especially if you bed him deep, he
Right.
should be able to put some shavings underneath his heels and stand up, and over time start to get more flexibility back.
So you think, he said he can come back this week. You think we should go ahead and drop him 5 degrees?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we can always put him back on if we need to, but
Yeah.
he's not going to be able to be without the wedges if we don't do that.
Yeah.
If we wait too long.
Okay. He's been like very comfortable trotting around. His weight's really good. Very perky. He hasn't seemed like, other than the one day where I physically saw him slip and then he had some swelling and we like addressed it immediately, he has been super like ears up, happy to go out. Like he hasn't been acting depressed or anything, because he hasn't been able to go out in his normal pasture. But I mean, other than knowing he's injured and knowing we need to lower him back down, like he's been really good, it seems.
Nice. And that's off angle. On angle, it looks good. It's just right here, it's trying to heal in. Those fiber patterns are trying to reorganize and fill that hole. And that can take 12 to 16 months. So it's inactive and it's trying to reorganize.
This was happening, I think, while I was at Congress. So it's been happening since October. So
You see how
3
it's trying to
months?
heal a little bit of scar tissue right there. Scar tissue is more dense than normal tendon and ligament tissue. So it's trying.
that's good. So that was actually a really good checkup for Bo. Glad to see that there's some progress there. We are going to lower him down. So cross your fingers that he doesn't get too uncomfortable for that. It's something that has to happen in order for him to stretch that tendon back out. But we're just wanting to keep our old man comfy. So now we're putting a foal alert in the next 2 mares. So Ricky and Indy. Indy has milk, and I'm just gonna go ahead and just for the peace of mind, do a little check. Okay, so when we do our pH tests, 7 is the most annoying number because it's like they could go or they could not. You know what I'm saying? If they're 7.25, I'm like, we're days or, you know, weeks. 6.75 and under, you're like, it's happening. So 7 is annoying. That's where Raven's been because it could or it couldn't. So her udder can look bigger than this, but it's pretty. And she also has had just like a lot of babies, so she could just have more milk. What? That's a 7. That's a 7 if I've ever seen one.
Yeah.
I think Indy's gonna go earlier this year. She's only 600 days. She's only 323 days. She usually goes to 340. That's a 7 if I've ever seen one. Okay, cool. She usually goes full term, so I was like, okay, I think I can wait until into her 320s for a Foal alert, but then her milk looks a little sus, so.
How do you spell castless?
Caslick, C-A-S-L-I-C-K apostrophe S. It's not X.
It's not?
I've looked it up. It's C-K apostrophe S. Keep
Always
this open so
spelled
I
it
can
wrong.
escape. Yeah, did you even go to vet school?
I went to vet school, but we didn't take a lot of English, a lot of science.
The joke was gone. It was lost.
It was lost.
It was lost. I couldn't do it a second time.
The more Catholics they've had in the past, the more scar tissue they have and have less nerve endings. So sometimes they don't even feel it at all, regardless of the blot.
Yeah. I keep wondering if this baby is going to be as, like, is she the one that throws the size or is the daddy? Because this is a different daddy. I'm like, oh, like, were Wally and Wheezy because of their daddy or?
They have the same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So her Foal alert, let's just not even get a close up of it. It's going to look nasty for a minute, for a couple days. Now it's blown up right now because of the lidocaine. It's not nearly really that swollen. Like a lot of that is the lidocaine filling that up and making it look like that. I mean, we can only show so many Foal alerts on YouTube, right? Like we've done it a million times. So the next mare that's due, she's only 321 days today, but she's a maiden. We're gonna go ahead and put a Foal alert in. She has way less udder production than even Indy does. But with maidens, that's what's tricky because some of them, they don't really show signs and then they just foal and out of nowhere. So we wanna make sure, because she's right across from the main foaling stall, we wanna make sure she's a Foal alert so that if something happens and we don't expect it, we can come down here. So Ricky's number 3. Now we have another mare that hit 320 today's too. Did I just say that right?
No.
320 today's?
20 today's too.
320 days today too, but she's a little different than these mares. So let's go to her now. I said she wasn't like the others. She's just a little on the tinier side. So you've seen me do updates of Coco. I'm kind of curious how much she weighs right now. How much do you think she weighs?
I think she weighs 298 pounds. Just kidding, 400 pounds.
Okay. What do you think?
I don't know after that look. Go 435?
435?
400 even.
400 even. Hey, you know how to do this. Come on, girlfriend. Oh, she all 4 on there? Where is she? 413 and a half.
413 and a half.
298. Anyway, Coco here, she's such a good girl. She is 320 days pregnant today. So I'm gonna just put her in her stall. And if you want to come take a look at her, like her udder and whatnot, oh my gosh, look at out in the rain. Just emo and so angry. Okay, we're gonna go get her in a minute. Like, she's not suffering. She has a whole thing to go get underneath out there. So Miss Coco, she's had babies at both 325 and 350. That's kind of a long, like, you know, range. And so right now she's at 320. She has a Foal alert in. Let me see, make sure she's got it still in. Uh-oh. Nope.
No. Foal alert.
Probably should have gotten Dr. Matthew to fix it before he left. So that sucks. Kind of wish I had checked on that. He's already gone. But she is, let's see, her udder has looked the same for literally 2 weeks. So I feel like I just don't get the feeling like she's on, like I'm obviously watching her, but I don't get the feeling that she's gonna be next or even third. So I might just go ahead and snip that out for her so she's not uncomfortable with it and have it re-put in at a later date. That sucks. That sucks a lot. Your mommy's right here. You did so good. You did so good, Mama. This is her. Oh, we got the calf poop. I'm so glad that that did not projectile onto me. I can't even tell you. So we do have a little member of the fam. This is the first calf of 2026. It is now a pee year. So she's got a little blanket on because honestly, I probably need to take it off tonight and then re-put it on here in a couple of days because it's not that cold right now and it's gonna get super cold. She was born yesterday and is the cutest thing ever. So we gotta come up with a pee name. I'm thinking Prima, like Prima Ballerina, because she's the first, or Patience, because we waited forever, like 3 weeks thinking that she was gonna come. Or, I don't know, there's been some other cute ones. Patricia, I just like Patricia. So we still have all these mamas to calve, minus Moon Pie, and then Margarita's really due soon. Oh wait, no, Margarita. Yeah, Margarita, Maybell, and Lemon Drop all are due. And then Maybell, and then 228. Sorry, I don't know what her name is. I just know it's 228. They just calved. So anyway, calving season, foaling season, it's all running together, but it's all really fun. And I hope y'all can help me name this little girl with a P name. And I hope we have some foals soon. I really do. Getting a little old hanging out with all these guys every single night. We need something to happen.